The Master is a 2012 film written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson about a World War II veteran who meets the charismatic leader of a new religious movement similar to Scientology. But what's it really about? Though it may not be obvious at first viewing, The Master is about dominant submissive and surrogate relationships. And in this video, we'll specifically explore the way song lyrics are used to tell that story. Freddie Quell is a sexually frustrated alcoholic. After the war, he spends the rest of the movie looking for somebody else to tell him what to do, looking for a surrogate master to submit to. He first reconnects with Doris, a young girl from his hometown that he fell in love with through a letter. The key scene to unlock his story is when Doris sings to him. He loves her, but she is too young for a sexual relationship, so she sings a command that he struggles with for the rest of the movie. Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree is a song about young lovers pledging sexual fidelity to each other while one is away. Consider the lyrics.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me, with anyone else but me, with anyone else but
Freddie
me.
obeys.
No, don't
While he
sit
waits,
under the
he takes a series of jobs and meets the next surrogate, his first temptation, Martha, the salesgirl. As she literally walks around advertising her body, we hear "Get Thee Behind Me, Satan," a song about the struggle to resist temptation. Consider the lyrics.
Get thee behind me, Satan. I want to resist, but the moon is low and I can't say no. Get thee behind me.
After kissing in the darkroom, they decide to wait until they go on a date to have sex.
I'm gonna go out tonight.
Yeah, sure.
However, Freddie purposely gets too drunk, his only way of resisting and obeying Doris's orders. Eventually, Freddie's path leads him to Lancaster Dodd, a man whose need to dominate is equal to Freddie's need to submit. Though not sexual, Freddie's relationship with Lancaster Dodd becomes the strongest surrogate for Doris. And Lancaster becomes his greatest master. At the very start, Lancaster explicitly declares his plan to tame him.
A large dragon. Right. Teeth. Blood-dripping, red eyes. What do I got? A lasso. Well, I whip it up, I wrap it around its neck, and I wrestle. Wrestle. Wrestle him to the ground. I snap up, I say, sit, dragon. Dragon sits. I say, stay. Dragon stays. Now it's got a leash on. Take it for a walk.
Lancaster proceeds to train Freddie like an animal, and Freddie obeys. And grows to love him like a pet loves his owner. The next song we hear is sung by Lancaster Dodd. So We'll Go No More A-Roving is a song about ceasing one's search for love. Lancaster is telling Freddie that his search is over. They have found each other and they don't need to look anywhere else. Consider the lyrics.
A-roving, since roving's been my rule, I cannot go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. Her eyes are blue.
However, Freddie can't help but picture all of the women in the scene naked, a hint that this relationship may not be enough for him. At this point, Lancaster's wife Peggy injects her own dominance over the both of them in an attempt to break them apart. She reminds Lancaster that she is his master.
Stop with this idea. Put it back in its pants.
Then encourages Freddie to return to Doris.
I want you to play something in the future for yourself that you would like to have. Now it's there waiting for you. And you can go and get it whenever you're ready. Do you understand me?
The next song comes when Freddie takes Lancaster's motorcycle. Instead of turning back to Lancaster, Freddie keeps writing to Doris, his real love. The song, No Other Love, speaks to both Freddie's feelings towards Doris as he writes to her, and Lancaster's feelings towards Freddie as he watches him ride away.
No other love can warm my heart now that I've known the comfort of your arms. No other love, oh, the sweet contentment that I find with you every time. No.
But Freddie finds that Doris has moved on and married somebody else. He no longer needs to obey her.
Hello.
So he goes back to Lancaster, but he isn't greeted with the love of a master. He is greeted with conditions set by his master's master.
You can't take this life straight, can you? This is something you do for 1 billion years or not at all. This is pointless. He isn't interested in getting better.
At this point, Lancaster sings directly to Freddie about how he wishes he could have him all to himself. Slow Boat to China is a song about that desire. Consider the lyrics.
I'd love to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself, alone. Get you and keep you in my arms evermore. Leave all your lovers a weeping on a faraway shore.
But they both know that's not possible anymore. Freddie finds a freedom in his 2 heartbreaks.
With the moon.
He no longer needs a surrogate for Doris, and no longer needs to be submissive to any master. And with that new freedom, he does the first thing he needs to do. Get laid.
Just stick it back in, it fell out.
The movie ends with a flashback to the beginning, as Freddie lies with a partner made of sand. The song Changing Partners is about rebounding from one surrogate partner to the next and never being satisfied. Consider the lyrics.
Together to a dreamy melody when they called out change partners and you